Welcome to Conflict News 24. I have several updates for you on the ongoing conflict in East Congo. On Wednesday, East Africa community leaders issued a joint statement from Luanda, Angola, calling upon M23 and other armed factions to disarm and to withdraw from newly captured areas. Friday was the deadline, 6 p.m. Friday. Today is Friday. That from 6 p.m. Friday, ceasefire will be implemented. So, what is M23's position about ceasefire deadline? Due to start after a few hours. Is M23 going to withdraw from the areas captured recently? We have details for you. Lawrence Kanioka, M23 spokesperson, spoke about Luanda declaration issued 2 days ago. Secondly, since day before yesterday, some videos are being shared in social media. It is being alleged that Tutsis are being tortured and arrested by FDLR and Congolese government forces, that Hutu FDLR militia members are involved in attacks. Is this social media campaign linked to M23's justification for not withdrawing from newly captured areas? And thirdly, European Parliament issued a statement a few hours ago about East Congo conflict. EU is opposing integration of M23 fighters in FARDC, and it accused Rwanda of having links with M23. More details for you. Firstly, viewers, on Wednesday, we reported that in Luanda, Angola, a summit was held to discuss the ongoing conflict in East Congo. Angolan President Joao Lourenço hosted the session. From Congo, Felix Tshisekedi was there. From Burundian president was there. From Kenya, former president Uhuru Kenyatta was in Angola. From Rwanda, Paul Kagame did not attend the summit. Rather, he sent his foreign affairs minister. And from Uganda, Museveni was not there. He sent someone. So, but two top leaders were missing, Rwandan and Ugandan presidents, and both are accused of backing M23 movement, M23 fighters. Talks were held, joint statement issued on Wednesday, and it was stated in the statement that on Friday 6 p.m. local time, ceasefire will be enforced. And M23 must start withdrawing from all newly captured areas where Kenyan troops will be deployed, and all armed factions, including M23, FDLR, ADF, Allied Democratic Forces from Uganda, and Red Tabara from Burundi will be disarmed. So deadline is about to end in coming hours. 6 p.m. local time, Friday is going to end in coming hours. M23 fighters have confirmed that they are not going to withdraw from any newly captured areas. Lawrence Kanioka is M23 spokesperson. In a conversation with AFP, with some other news outlets, he confirmed that M23 would not withdraw from any newly taken areas. Lawrence Kanioka said that around a decade ago, M23 fighters withdrew from the areas under their control, but the issue was not resolved. Congolese government did not respect the withdrawal of M23 fighters around a decade ago. And he said that in April, M23 movement announced ceasefire. Since then, it has been respecting ceasefire. it will respect ceasefire of Friday 6 p.m. if its positions are not attacked by FAR or DC, but it has rejected the idea of withdrawal of its forces from Rutshuru city, from Kiwanja, from Kibumba, other parts of East Congo under M23 control. And Lawrence Kanyuka called for direct dialogue between M23 and Congolese government. Congolese government's position that it does not want to talk directly to M23. DRC Congo's government, led by Felix Tshisekedi, is of this position that first of all, M23 fighters must withdraw from newly captured areas. Only then direct talks can start. M23 is not withdrawing from any newly taken area. So that is why no signs of direct talks between M23 and Congolese government. And Luanda summit declaration is not enforceable, it seems. Luanda summit declaration states that if armed groups refuse to withdraw, if they refuse to respect the ceasefire, East Africa community countries will launch a military operation against these armed factions. So it means that if there is fighting tomorrow, if there is any advance by M23 fighters tomorrow, or if M23, FDLR, ADF and others don't disarm in coming days, we could see start of military operation by East Africa community countries. And when we say East Africa community countries, it means that mainly we're talking about Kenya, Burundi, obviously Congo too, because Ugandan and Rwandan troops might not be actively involved in operation in DRC, because there are concerns about the deployment of Rwandan and Ugandan troops in DRC, because they allegedly support some groups in DRC Congo. So it means that Kenya will have to shoulder the responsibility of military offensive against M23. Kenya and Burundi, mainly Kenya. Is Kenya ready to shoulder this important responsibility of a military operation in East Congo? That remains to be seen. So far, no signs of withdrawal of M23 fighters in East Congo. Secondly, viewers, for the last 2 days, we have been seeing some videos being shared by mostly pro-M23 movement news outlets and sources. The videos allegedly show Tutsi men being tortured by locals, allegedly by FDLR, Rwandan Hutu fighters, and by FARDC, Congolese government forces. It is being said that Tutsi people in the areas of East Congo are under threat. They could be victims of genocide. So that is why M23 must not withdraw from the areas under their control. I think the videos are being shared intentionally. Purpose is to justify the presence of M23 fighters in newly captured areas of North Kivu in eastern Congo. Hutu, Tutsi tensions are not as high as are being claimed by M23 fighters. They use this narrative to continue their operations, to justify their military operations in East Congo. Having said that, we cannot deny tension between the two groups, because we have seen what happened in Rwanda around 3 decades ago, when tens of thousands were killed in ethnic clashes there. Thirdly, was European Parliament issued a statement a few hours ago urging M23 fighters to withdraw from newly captured areas and integration of M23 fighters in peace process. EU is backing inclusion of M23 fighters in talks. At the same time, it wants M23 fighters to withdraw from newly captured areas. EU supported continued sanctions on M23 officials, and it further said that those commanders across the border who are involved in backing M23 should also be sanctioned. I think here EU seems to be pointing towards M23's backers, mainly maybe in Rwanda or Uganda, that if someone is backing them from Rwanda or Uganda, those commanders, those government officials should also be sanctioned by EU and other entities. And EU has opposed the integration of M23 fighters in FARDC. So in case of any ceasefire peace deal, EU is against M23 fighters' inclusion in Congolese military. And EU spoke about M23 Rwanda link, that Rwanda is backing M23. Yesterday, US State Department Africa Bureau said that Rwanda was backing M23 fighters. And a few hours ago, EU said the same. Rwanda denies. Rwanda says that it does not represent M23 fighters and that M23 and Congolese government should resolve their problems on their own. M23 fighters say that they were not part of Luanda-Angola summit. They were not consulted before a joint declaration, so they are not obliged to follow what was stated in the agreement 2 days ago. So that is why it seems that Luanda-Angola summit declaration cannot be imposed. It cannot be enforced. Things are moving towards military operation from East Africa community countries, which they are trying to avoid. Kenya, Burundi does not want to be militarily involved in East Congo. They want to find a diplomatic solution. But so far, deadlock is there. Coming outwards crucial. Thank you for watching.